Afternoon, everyone. Um, okay. All right. So we have. I'll try to go through this quick. I know we have a pretty long agenda. So events with Jameen Williams of Urban Health Plan. Is she even here?
No.
Okay. Is
But
she
we had
coming
one
or?
event with her last month, Cynthia.
Yes, we had they did a food giveaway and we were able to give out care packets, school supplies to the kids of the parents who were picking up school. So that went really well. And it was a registered event, so they knew how many kids were a part of the
Mhm.
family. So it was smooth.
But that went
And
very
what?
well. And I think what we need to do is just hear from her whatever events we have to have.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. The possible events at the plaza. I know Ralph and myself and Cynthia were discussing a movie night at the plaza. I went ahead and sent Sal an email regarding the date and what we need to do to make this happen. So I will touch base with him at the end of the week. But we are planning a movie night for June 24th at
Which is a
Tiffany
Thursday.
Plaza, which is a Thursday. And the movie that we're going to screen is Soul. Hello?
We hear you.
Oh, my internet is acting up. I'm sorry. Okay. And what about number 3, Cynthia? Juneteenth. Anyone here from?
No, they were supposed to be on
They
and
were
they weren't.
supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
But just regarding any events at Tiffany Plaza, you know that Sal is one of his concerns is just the insurance. So we got to make sure that whatever vendors that we're using that they have their insurance. That's the main thing with Sal. So
Yep.
just keep that in mind. So the movie night, wherever we're getting it from, we just got to make sure that the liability component of it is taken care of.
Yep.
Mr. Chair, you got Love has her hand up. All right, Love.
Thank you. Hi, V. My question
Hi.
is, what will be happening Juneteenth, and what is it for, and what is the event about? Please let me know.
So this is for an event that is supposed to happen in Harlem, but it's supposed to be a virtual event. They were supposed to be on to do a presentation of the actual event. I think that they're planning on doing something bigger next year. I don't have a lot of information in regards to what it is exactly that they wanted to do because they were supposed to be on to present. I don't know if Cynthia has more information.
There's a flyer that's actually connected to the agenda.
Oh,
So
that's
I can
right.
send
Yeah.
that out after the meeting, and then she can reach out. But Juneteenth is actually a big event. It's
Yes.
a big event all over now. So there's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
organizations that are doing their own
Right.
Juneteenth events. But this was one of the first ones that I saw, which was from last year, which is why I kept incorporating it. So I'll once the meeting is over, I'll send the agenda along with this letter, and then if you like, you can reach out to them in the emails. They were
Mm-hmm.
very responsive in the email. I'm surprised they're not on
Yeah.
it, but
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the info.
No problem. We can move on.
Love still has her hand raised. I don't know if she has another question.
Let me see. Bring it down. Bring it down. Bring it down. There we go. Is it lower?
No, I got it. You
All right,
don't have
thank you.
anything else, so?
I'm good. Thank you for the information, you guys. Appreciate it.
Great.
Can we move or?
yeah, go ahead.
I can't see the thing here.
Oh, okay. So the next event is the fish parade.
Hold on a second. I'm sorry. I'm pulling it up now.
No worries.
Something's going on with Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. My internet is really
Yeah, I got something wrong
bad.
on my end because I don't have that on the fish parade on the what you just sent me, Cynthia.
You don't have the flyer?
Oh, the flyer. Yes, I have the flyer.
It should be right. It should say fish parade and the flyer right under it.
Number
I
4,
got it.
right? Yeah, I see it here now.
Yes, I see it now.
Okay.
I see it. Okay, I'm sorry. I got it. So it's up now.
Yeah. So the date is, well, it's multiple events actually. So Thursday,
Yeah.
June 18th, Friday, June 19th, and Saturday, June 20th.
And they're actually going to be commemorating their loved ones lost during the pandemic with a
I think there's
digital
an issue with this flyer. The dates appear to be off.
Yes, I was looking at that too.
What do you mean?
That
Like
might
the
be
19th
Oh
is a
yes,
Saturday.
I see it. Yeah, I
Is a
see it. There,
Saturday.
there's a mistake on the flyer.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe this is a, because I'm looking at it too, and it says 2020. Maybe this is an older flyer.
running, yeah.
Maybe this is last year's flyer, but it was up. It was up on the Bronx River page, so I had grabbed it. But regardless, I know June 19th they're doing something on Saturday at Barretto Point Park.
It's a Point Park or Hunts Point Park.
Oh, you know what? Let me call Maria right now.
Okay.
Yeah, they always start at Riverside for the parade itself. They always
Mhm.
start at Riverside and end at Barretto Point Park. So any of the festivities will be at Barretto Point Park.
No, I was talking to Maria. She's supposed to new route, and she said that it's gonna be short and end in Hunts Point Riverside Park, unless I misunderstood.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry because I'm not part of their like planning. I'm just going on their history. So yes,
Yeah, you
we can follow up with Maria with this.
already,
That's not a problem.
yeah, and in Barretto Point Park, but I think she said that she wants to do like a shorter route this year. And I think that's
Good.
why they
Okay.
Hunts Point Riverside Park.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good.
Okay. Okay. Are we waiting on Cynthia or can we move on?
I'll move on. Let's move on. Show
Okay.
on, right?
Number 5, movie night. I already discussed that. Number 6 is National Night Out, which is scheduled for August 3rd. Do we have any information on the flyer or anything?
So we did a draft flyer yesterday. We'll be sharing it with everyone very soon. We're gonna
Okay.
talk about it in more detail tomorrow at our community council meeting, which is gonna be held at the bank now, because of the weather. We were gonna do it at the precinct outdoors, but it's gonna be really nasty tomorrow. But so far, it's gonna be in front of the PAL. And
Okay.
we're looking at a nice carnival theme this year. We want to have what I would consider interactive or immersive type stations. Everything from a little water area for the little kids, maybe some photo booths, like a Wild West saloon, maybe 1 or 2 police vehicles. We're looking for a stage. Some raffles, giveaways. We really want to make this a really nice event and possibly, and it's still on the table, but maybe culminating with a movie night at the end of the event.
Oh, that would be
Breakfast
great
day.
because the whole point of National Night Out is night.
Correct. So
That would be great.
it's in the works. We just found out literally about 2 weeks ago that it was going to happen. We were waiting for the Community Affairs Division from One Police Plaza to notify us. So,
Hello?
hey,
I'm sorry, got disconnected, having some technical difficulty here.
we were talking about National Night Out.
Okay, what did I miss?
But I gave him the summary, but please jump in on anything you want to add.
I don't know what to ask. I don't know what you said.
So, summary in front of PAL, an immersive type station type carnival event. We want to try to keep it so that, you know, each spot is something different, a picture opportunity, or we're looking at raffles, a stage, music. We'll definitely try to look at the food options, what we can do at that point. We'll be able to determine that as we get closer. And last but not least, we want to invite as many, you know, community organizations to join in. You know, sponsor a booth, sponsor something to the event to make it as great as it is. And then I threw out the potential maybe movie night after the event that you mentioned. So we'll see if we can put that together.
That sounds
Yes.
amazing.
Ray covered everything.
Okay.
Okay, so let me
Awesome.
just follow back up. So Fish Parade is going to be the 19th, and they're going to do a little route, but it's going to end and begin at Hunts Point Riverside Park.
Okay.
So that's that.
Okay.
All right. The back to school giveaway. I know Larry's on.
Yeah, hello everybody.
Hi,
Larry.
Well, as usual, we're back on track, I think, and it's gonna be the third Saturday in August because we always do the third Saturday. That's been our good luck day. That's August 21st from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. We're gonna have our next meeting this month. I forgot what day it is, but we're having our next meeting this month with the youth services meeting. It's gonna start at am I right, Cynthia? 5 o'clock?
At 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. Okay, so we're gonna start at 5 o'clock. We're just gonna go from the back to school meeting straight into the youth services meeting. We basically gonna discuss a lot of things. People upset at me because they want to know what took so long. I said we was in a pandemic, we had COVID attacking everybody, and we had to wait to get the approval. Oh, but we saw so many people having events and doing affairs. 9 out of 10 they was doing them illegally without approval from the city or the state or the federal governments. That's all I can tell people. They upset at me about like I did something to them, but it was not my doing. And some people say, well, you know, in July and August, I'm going on vacation. Then go on vacation. If you're not going to be here, you're not going to be here. But we're going to continue with our back to school event. If you can volunteer, volunteer. If you got a friend that want to volunteer, have them contact us. If you got anybody that has any ideas, contact us. If you have anybody want to attend our meeting, come to our meetings. We like to have an open door policy. We like new ideas, and we need some ideas because I think things going to be a little limited. We want to make sure our youth are not going to get infected or have any issues with our back to school events. So we like parents to give us comments and anything. Attend our meetings if you can. That's where we at right now. That's it.
So Larry, your meeting for the back to school is June 19th, okay? I mean, sorry, June 16th. June 16th at 5.
I got it. I know that one.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Larry.
And you know, another thing too, we're gonna work on updating our letter to people saying thank you. I think we have some cards that we're gonna send out with the letters. Am I right in saying that, Cynthia? I'm wrong.
No, you're right.
Right. And we're gonna work on the flyer also. It's probably gonna be a new flyer because for the last couple of years we did the same flyer. But those things are not ready yet, so I can't give you no information on that. But we're working on these things. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Larry.
You're welcome.
Jameen is on. Jameen Williams. I just wanted to acknowledge her.
Okay, we can go back to her real quick.
Hi, Jameen.
Hi.
Hey everyone.
Hi, Jamie.
Hi guys. How are you?
Good. So we spoke about the event you had last month that you had the food giveaway, registered food giveaway, and the care packages, the school supplies that we were able to give out. So we were just trying to see if we would be able to do another one before the end of June.
Yeah, I just have to look at the schedule. We have a couple of events coming up. So I just have to see what day we can do it, but we would love to. The response from the community was wonderful. Everybody was very appreciative. So we can talk. I just have to look at some dates and see. I'll be away next week, so maybe the following week when I return, we can schedule something.
Okay, just let us know what the dates are, and we'll definitely be there.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Possible cleanup. Is that outdated?
No, this is something that we just. It's getting warm now, and well, it's getting hot now, and we have all of these parks, and we just want to see if we can get a group of anyone to help and clean. FYI, you guys at the precinct been doing a great job keeping Kelly Park, Bill Rainey Park, under control.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
I'll let the CEO know.
Yeah,
Excuse me, V.
cool.
V.
Yeah, I'm here.
I like to say something.
Yes.
The cleanup thing is good, but the problem is, how do we change the culture of the people in our community where they're not throwing trash all over the place? I mean, I saw, and we got these stores taking their trash and putting it in our regular garbages. They're not supposed to be doing that. We got people that come out of pizza store and drop the paper right there in front of the pizza store. This is a mental approach, a mental culture that we have to change. We have to let people know. And the litter is just ridiculous. The dog poop is just ridiculous. You go to other areas, you don't see these problems because the people respect where they live at.
You want to know something, Larry? I agree with you, and I'm going to tell you something. You need to take a walk in front of 1001 Interval Avenue, the old Bronx Lighthouse Charter School. They put up new tree guards, right? And when I was parking, I noticed that there was like a long stick. So they have the new tree guards, and they actually have something so you can have for the poop, for the dog's poop. So like it's like the plastic bags, just in case you don't have one, so that you can keep that area clean. So things like that. It's not only the way that they just throw things out. Sometimes there's not enough garbage cans in the area. So like in the parks, when they know that it's going to be a heavy weekend, they should bring more garbage cans to the parks, or at least go around giving garbage bags like they do in other places. But they don't do that here. So people, they just start throwing things to the side, and that's how everything starts getting so messy.
But I think maybe with the youth service meeting, we can start allowing 5 or 10 minutes for people to start discussing that and make little suggestions on how we could approach this, and hopefully get our community glorified. Because when I go to my surgeon that did my back, my knee surgeon on Park Avenue, I'm amazed how clean this area is. And I said, they're no different than us. Why is their area so clean? Because they do not. I've seen people come out of the store and carry a piece of paper 2 or 3 blocks while I'm walking into my doctor's office till they get to a trash can. So it's a mental thing, and we just got to realize we have to change that culture in our community. People cannot just dump garbage because they feel like doing it. Oh, somebody clean it up after me. No. If you're in your apartment, you won't dump no garbage and say, oh, my mother or father cleaned up after me. No. You're going to put it in the waste can or the garbage can. So we have to work on that. But I think that's something we could do with the youth services as a suggestion. I'm not saying the youth.
No, you're right, because I think that, like, my whole thing is, once you start involving the youth in cleaning, when they're with their friends, they're gonna stop them from littering because they ending up having to clean up. You understand? So it's just like, don't do that because I'm gonna end up cleaning this. So I think the more youth you get involved in doing these cleanups, the better outcome you have, because then they're gonna stop their friends from littering. Like, don't do that. Don't do that.
Well, I told a young gentleman about the back to school event. He said, oh, finally, you're talking to us about it. I couldn't talk to you because I didn't know what was happening. I can't dictate what goes on. We have city, state, federal guidelines. I'm telling you now. So come to our meeting. I'll be there. But that's it. All right, I'm good. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Larry. We got Ray with his hand raised.
Hey, guys. So 2 thoughts on this. Obviously we can't cure the problem overnight, but one of the ways that I've seen this work, where we kind of change minds and change hearts, is through an art project. Maybe we partnered with The Point and develop some sort of art signs that we can post throughout different areas, clean up, keep our positive reinforcement, keep our neighborhoods clean, don't drop trash, but make it so that when people see it, they it just, subliminally puts the message in their brain. And then the other thing I'd like to do is, obviously, again, can't do the entire neighborhood, but if the community board or if we want to adopt for that day a park, or if we want to identify a specific location, I'll definitely donate the bags and whatever cleaning supplies we need to have to do this. But let's choose something and commit to it, and make, even that day, if it has graffiti, let's paint the graffiti. Let's find some place that may have been neglected and needs some attention, and take care of it. So I'm ready to support that. Let me know.
Sounds good, Ray. Thank you. I'm sure that's something
Thank you.
to follow up with. Mr. Chair, we have Paula raise her hand first, and then Talia raise her hand second.
Okay. Hi, Paula.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. I admire what's being said about the cleanup effects and everything, but I have never, maybe about once or twice in my 43 years living in the South Bronx, saw a teenager or a kid litter on Southern Boulevard. It's the adults. Now, that's a whole different story, because the day when Miles had the cleanup with sanitation, I'm cleaning up next to Dunkin' Donuts, and the man throws something right in the street, right in front of me. And when I finished talking to him, he felt so embarrassed that it's a shame. It's the adults. The adults throw garbage around. Now, how you going to change grown adults? Good luck. But that's what I have to say about that. Thank you.
Excuse me, I agree with Paula. The majority of the garbage is dumped by adults, and you really can't approach them or say something to them a lot of times. They get a little hostile and aggressive. So, but Paula's right.
We have Talia with her hand raised, Mr. Chair.
Hi, Talia.
Hi, everyone. Okay, first of all, I also agree with Paula, and especially this past weekend at 52 Park on the street side, it was just a hot mess. They left their grills and things of that nature. But with Larry speaking about the young people, the board did send out flyers, and one of them had to do with park ambassadors, and that's dealing, like, say, with the trash and helping to keep the park clean. So maybe that might be something that could be looked into to get the young people involved, becoming park ambassadors.
Larry, why don't we try to invite them to your youth meeting, and then invite some teenagers as well, and then see how we can go about getting them some internship hours to be park ambassadors, and have their friends help and get internship hours as well.
Good idea.
Well, I have a question. Who's going to write the letter for them saying that they did volunteer work for us?
The board, they would have to.
We have a letter. We write letters like that, Larry, for volunteers.
Okay, no, I want to make sure. And listen, I don't blame the youth for a lot of stuff, because the youth get their leadership from their parents, their grandparents, their uncle, their nephew, their adult friends a lot of time. So these adults are doing negativity around them that implement a mental approach that they say, well, it's all right. They're throwing garbage. I can throw garbage, but that's where we have to step up to the place and take that leadership role and let kids know, no, you can't do that. No, don't do that. Put it here, put it there. Okay, good boy, good young man. Thank you, or whatever. You have to let them know that somebody here to let you know that this is wrong and this is right.
So I'll reach out to the ambassadors, and see if they could just talk with us and see how we can get these kids involved, because
Cynthia, you got two great people, which is your two kids. They are great.
Oh yeah, that's not an issue. I drag them with me everywhere, and I'll drag their friends with me too. That's not an issue.
Yeah. But they are great. They're good kids to have in the community. I think they set a good example to other kids to follow order with these two kids. They are great. They're out there. They was taking information recently. One day I was on Southern Boulevard asking people about the COVID COVID or vaccination, why they're not taking it, and what is good
Nick
about the
is outside
vaccination. So
now
I was
doing
really
that.
shocked to see that. Yeah.
Yeah, Nick is outside doing that now. I was like, where you going? He said to work the corn. I was like, you don't say that. So wrong. He doesn't have that same mentality. But yeah. I think, and I'll have them log on and see if some of their friends get on as well. But they'll be at whatever event we schedule. I
By
think
the
we should
way,
do like adopt a park day and then see how many people are willing to attend. And then we'll start small, you know. We could even get Department of Sanitation as well to lend us the rakes, to lend us the brooms and stuff.
Do we
by
have
the
a
way,
my park day?
Hi everyone, this is Jameen. So when we've done our cleanups, we've utilized Wildcat, and we got them through the council member's office, and they are really helpful. I agree that, you know, in order to change the culture and the mindset, you got to get the community involved, not just the youth or the adults. Everyone has to be involved, because what we found was that when you are out here cleaning and beautifying your neighborhood, you're less likely to throw trash on the ground or to litter. So it's about, you know, we can come together as organizations and do the cleanups, but if the community members who actually live in the neighborhood are not involved, then we're just cleaning up for that day, and tomorrow is going to return to how it looks. So I mean,
That's right.
definitely the Department of Sanitation, but Wildcat has been a great help to us whenever we do our cleanups here in Hunts Point. So that's definitely someone that you might want to get involved. And also we can work together. We have our Instagram page, we can promote the event. I think just creating a message, maybe we can get the youth to create a message around littering and around cleaning up the community, and post up signs and you know, talk about the mask. I see a lot of people using the mask now, and then they're throwing them on the ground, or gloves and things like that. So that contributes to the garbage that we're seeing. So I just wanted to talk about that, because when we've done our cleanups, the last one we did, we had such a great turnout. And you know, Wildcat, they took the lead, and we just basically, you know, we were helping them actually. So and anything that we can do here at Project Hope, we're more than willing to work together to do 1 or 2 cleanups or more, however many is needed.
Thank you, Jameen.
Thank you. NYPD 20th anniversary of 9/11. I know this year marks the 20th anniversary. Sekola, you have any updates on that?
Hi, everyone. I worked on the details. Don't know exactly how I want to go about it. I want to start off with like a church ceremony, and then come to the priest, especially because it's a Saturday. So I have to sit down with my board, with my community council, and kind of go over the details. We've been so focused with National Night Out that we really talked about the 20th anniversary.
Okay, whatever we can do to help you, we'll definitely help with that.
Absolutely. You can count me in.
That's something that's affected everyone.
Thank you.
Absolutely. HPAC back to school September 11th.
Yeah, so they're actually doing their back to school the same day of the anniversary of 9/11. I spoke to Jill, so she said they're doing it in the park in Hunts Point Riverside Park. Hi. Wait, I can't see. Who was that?
Who was that?
I don't know. I know Monique is on, but I did speak to Jill, and she said that.
I'm on.
Hey, Monique.
How you doing?
Hi.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right.
All right, so we're just talking about the Hunts Point Alliance for Children back to school event that you guys always do.
Okay, that's the Hunts. Yeah, that's the Hunts Point Community Partnership.
Yes. So it's going to be September 11th, the same day that of the 20th anniversary for
September 11th.
Yes,
I think it's September
11th.
12th. I gotta check. I think it's the 12th. I think it's a Saturday.
What do you do it usually on a Sunday or Saturday?
Saturday. So then if it's the Saturday, I think it's the next 11th.
Yeah, it's the 11th, September 11th. So,
Okay.
because I spoke to Joe and she said it's the 11th that it's gonna be in Hunts Point Riverside Park, but that's as far as you guys have gotten. So they're still
Right.
trying to see the gist of everything. So I just wanted to throw it out there.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was
No, no
on mute.
worries.
Yeah, it is the
No
11th. I'm
worries.
sorry. Thank you,
Okay,
Cynthia.
All right. So when they get more information, they'll get back to us with
sounds
everything.
good.
Yeah,
Okay,
I will definitely get back to you and let you know any updates that we have.
Thank you.
thank
And
you.
also, about that cleanup, I will get back to my team about how we can help and get the
Okay.
word out.
And do me
Because
a
like
favor. You know what I want you to ask if you guys are gonna have any like CBOs there
at the back
or
to school.
yeah. So you know how you usually have like giveaways and stuff to see if you're gonna have any CBOs there and things.
Okay, I will.
All right, so that way we could reach out to who like Jameen, you know, there's always someone here from a CBO.
Yeah, reach out to everybody so they can have a table at the back to school event.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but also because I was listening to the meeting about what Jameen said about how to have the community involved in cleaning up like Wildcats,
Yeah.
but to also have the community owned to be a part of that cleanup because community when they help clean up, then they help to protect that community. They're not going to let anybody else mess up the community once they clean up. So if there's anything that we can do, let us know so that we could probably put something out. I could talk to our team in Shamika of how we can do that on our side.
Maybe
Okay.
we could do like a food giveaway / care package giveaway cleanup event.
Yeah,
That way the people from the area are still gonna get something, but they can help us clean.
yeah, clean.
I don't know, just throwing that out
Something
there.
back
But
for it because they want to be able to clean it up and protect it. Because you know, when you clean up your stuff, you don't want nobody messing it up, right?
Right.
all right, so we'll be in talks with that.
All right.
Talia has a hand raised.
Just what Monique was saying, as far as with the community getting involved, sometimes it is the people in the community. Me myself, I get out every morning, clean up in front of the building I live in, and there's still neighbors in the area that would use our flower beds as dog walks. They get out their cars, they drop their trash on the sidewalk. They could stand there and look at you. And it's more of the adults than it is the young people, as someone had mentioned earlier. And it's just really hard trying to keep the neighborhood looking nice when you have adults that just take the sidewalks and stuff as the trash cans.
Okay, so we'll
I
just
have my hand raised. Can I say something, please?
go
I
ahead.
don't know why
Paula.
she's going on, but I think we should get those vendors, the people who don't live in the community.
Raise your hand. You gave us a thumbs up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, you're right, Ralph. I'm so sorry
Oh, that's
about that.
okay.
But
Please, I love that. Thank you, though.
but
Thank
I thought you were agreeing with everything we were saying. I was like,
good meeting, good meeting. Look, but the vendors I find that don't live in the district, they should be a big part of the cleanup because, like I said, those are the ones that were throwing garbage while we was cleaning up on the boulevard, and it was early in the morning. But they come about 10 o'clock on Saturday, and they should help with the cleanup. They need to be accountable and responsible for this district, whether they live here or not. I think we should start with them because, and then
Mhm.
that's another thing. All the stores are allowed to put all that stuff on the street. It blocks the passage. It blocks. They're selling everything, the bank and the mother on Southern Boulevard, and it's so disgusting because it's overcrowded. I don't even walk
It
down there
is.
because I get so paranoid. The streets are so small because they got all the clothes out there. Then you got people selling incense, selling this, selling that. It's just I don't even shop there. It's just horrible. They can't afford the rent on these little buildings, and that's why they out on the street and people are buying everything. We should do like a take back your block campaign and clean it up. Like everybody gets together, take back your block, clean it up.
Yeah, Larry with his hand raised also.
Yeah, I like. I agree with Paula. I understand where you guys coming from, but you know, I go up that boulevard a lot of times, and I ask these people outside selling everything from their house to their personal goods and everything, and I ask them, when you finish, are you gonna clean up? No, I'm not cleaning up shit. Just like that. They tell me just like that. I said, but you know, you don't even live in this community. You coming in, so the police can't do nothing to me. That's how they feel about everything. The negativity that they bring that community. I mean, you go other places where have vendors clean up after they finish their business of the day. They wrap their boxes up, they sweep the ground, everything. We don't have that mentality here. These people don't, like you said, Paul, don't live in our community. They don't give a shit about our community. They do what they think they can do until we have some type of enforcement. Somebody tell them. And another thing, they are leaving all this stuff on our trees, on our poles. They chaining up their chairs. Everything. It's ridiculous, that boulevard. You know, I'm sorry to say it. Things are not getting done on our boulevard. We deserve better in our community.
I agree.
Hi, this is Monique. Can we have have a date when we have everybody get together and walk through that boulevard, start cleaning up? You know, whether it's the 41st precinct, different CBOs, different teams, just like all of us just get out there, start cleaning up.
Monique, we actually have Miles Burnett. He's on a part of he's actually the executive director of the bid, and they do that like once a month.
Stop it right there. Stop it. You guys got it wrong. Miles is part of the Sutton Boulevard bid, yes. But when they walk the street, the vendors already know ahead of time when they're coming, what day they're coming. A lot of them don't show up. A lot of them clean their area because they don't want nobody to bother them. But so I say the community, forget the bid. The representatives of this community, people who live in this community, should take a walk up the boulevard.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we don't need the everybody, every institution or every organization going. Just the people that live in the community. See what's going on. We don't say nothing to nobody, so then we can come back and analyze it, talk about it, discuss what we could do. Then we call the bid. Then we contact the 41st precinct. Then we contact all the other entities that could be involved in this. But if you go up there or you let them know that you're coming ahead of time, we set a date. It's not going to work, and we got certain people involved because it always leaks out. I don't know how they know that our councilman coming up there. How they know our fourth coming, but they know ahead. If they don't show up, people be out there causing havoc and all this riff-raff stuff on the boulevard and negativity. Don't show up the days that they come through with all our sanitation, our Department of Health, our 41st people. They don't show up. They don't pop up. Somebody's telling them this.
Right. So why don't we all just get together in the group and walk and take pictures and walk and don't say nothing and walk on through. They will wonder what the fuck, excuse my language, is up. I'm down.
Well, that's how I feel too.
Let's do it. Let's just set a day. We all just meet up there early. We know when they out there. Then just start taking pictures. They won't know where these pictures are going, what day anything has happened. They will be twisted. They don't know who's coming back that day. They don't know when nothing's happening.
I like to tell you, they're going to confront you. Some of them confront you.
That's okay.
You know now. They will confront you.
Do you know that I don't care? Do you know how many times as a community ambassador I walk up and down the streets taking videos of people, asking them just to say hi because somebody's leaving a team or because I need something? I walk up and down on Hunts Point all the time taking videos and pictures.
I know. I do it too.
But you got to
do it when it's closing time, because that's when they leave all the garbage in the cartons. They break them down. They leave them right in the tree bins and everything, destroying the tree beds. You have to do it at nighttime when they pack up and they leave all the garbage.
Yeah, and you can come back after the fact when we want. You know, we can walk through the way I'm talking about it and take pictures, and then we can walk back after the fact and see the aftermath, the before and after.
But you know, one thing you have to realize too, when you talk to these vendors and you say, well, listen, they tell me, well, I have permission. Who gave you permission to be out here as an illegal vendor? No, they tell me the store. I said, the store does not own the streets of New York City. The store cannot give you permission to set up an illegal operation on the streets of New York. You can't have electric bikes and sell them outside on the street because you feel like it. And they say, well, the store gave me approval. And you go in the store, they say, oh, yeah, I get it. Okay, they're okay. But how can you do that? You don't own the property. You own this. And you probably don't own this. You're probably leasing this business out from the owner of the building or the ownership of this establishment. But you cannot tell a vendor he can set up shop illegally on the streets of New York. Oh, I never heard that. The mayor said we could do it. Like, yo, you misinterpreted what the mayor's saying. You got it wrong.
And you know what, Ralph? Another thing, when you go out here and you say pictures, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. You guys is proud about their merchandise. You say, oh, yo, I like that purse. That's dope. Let me take a picture. Let me take a picture of you do. They don't know. We don't have to go out there like vigilantes. You going out there like undercover, like a regular person, and you taking these pictures. They don't know what, they're not even going to suspect. We're not coming out there in groups. We go out there as individuals doing this. But at the same time, we all know why we going out there. That's how you do it. You're not going out there like a mobster. Different sides of the street, different people, regular clothes. That's how you do it.
All right, so you guys have to set a date.
Yeah, we'll set up a day. I think this is needed. I totally agree. I think that it's becoming a big problem in our district, and I think that we need to take care of that before it gets worse. The situation worsens.
Hey, V, I want to
Aye.
let you know that a lot of us don't know that the vendors is not something that the police should be handling. I think
Right.
the vendors falls under the New York City Department of Health. So they are the only one could actually remove them, take their license or their permits. I don't think the police is actually the ones that we go to in that case. I'm just saying, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, this is a conversation that we need to have, and I think that maybe having a separate meeting and discussing these issues and looking for a solution. I think that the sooner the better, because we are going into the summertime, and I think that the problem is going to worsen. So
Yeah, especially the produce vendors that are out there leaving the boxes.
yeah,
So if you
yeah.
just let me know a day, I don't mind. Like I said, we go individually. People don't know that we're doing it. They don't know what day. Just taking pictures of people. They're proud of
Okay.
their stuff, and then we all just send our pictures in to Ralph and to Cynthia, and then you decide how y'all are going to do it. We're not harming ourselves because we're out taking pictures.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you have Ray Arroyo has his hand raised and Talia second.
Okay.
Hey guys, I do have to run soon, but just to jump on the illegal vendor issue. So, Department of Consumer Affairs is the one that issues the vendor permits for non-food vendoring. Department of Health is the one that oversees the permits for the food vendors. And you're right, the police department really don't have the jurisdiction over it. So I think maybe having a meeting with those two entities along with sanitation is crucial to kind of know what the options are. If we hit them in their pocket, then they'll kind of think twice. And that's
Hey, no. Oh, okay, great. Thank you.
And then the other thing is, just respectfully, we don't want to discourage vendors and make it a situation where, the bid is feeling that we're counterproductive. So I just recommend out of courtesy, we invite them to the table. Miles is really great about, defending the businesses in the community. And I want to make sure that whatever we do is done with consideration to both sides.
Okay.
So I gotta run. I'm really sorry, but I hope
It's okay.
to be with you guys another day. Thank you.
Thank you, Ray. All right, Talia, and then I want to move
Talia
on with the
and then,
agenda.
yeah.
Just real quick, I had spoke to the laundromat in my area regarding posting the flyers that CB2 sends out to us. A resource as far as who's hiring, training that's available. So they gave the okay. And I think that's, just community outreach. So we could probably do something like that, post the upcoming cleaning event and how people can register or just participate. That's it.
Okay, thank you. All right. So next is the Halloween parade. So the permit has been officially approved. And we are scheduled for October 23rd, 2021 at 12 p.m. Marching bands typically start arriving around 11 a.m. So if you like to see a good drum battle or just see the performances that the bands put up, I recommend showing up around 11 a.m. Because they put on a really good show. This year, we decided on a theme already, and I'm not sure if Ralph, you have the flyer there. But we also have a flyer for this year's event, and it's Day of the Soul, celebrating our loved ones. And we decided to go with that theme because 2020 was a rough year, and in a lot of the cultures, they celebrate their loved ones in the afterlife. And I think this is a perfect way to um, start fresh and also honor those that we lost in our communities, but also celebrating the yearly event. We're working on a couple of different things for the Halloween parade since it's something that keeps growing in our community and it's only going to get bigger. Um, and we're working on a website right now, BronxHalloweenParade.com, and that should be launching sometime next month. We also have our social media on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. The Facebook page is under construction, working on designing a official logo. So we're doing a lot of things to make sure that we keep up with all the other competition that's out there, because we are the second largest in the Bronx, and I mean in New York City, and we are the largest in the Bronx, and we want to hold on to that title, and we want to make sure that we're doing it the right way. There's a couple of confirmed groups already. Those that showed up at our pop-up event last year would remember the Marching Cobras. They showed up and they have confirmed that they will be attending our event, as well as Fogo Azul. They're very well known in the city. They do a lot of the big parades. They do the Pride. They do um, basically all of the parades in the city, and they've already confirmed, as well as the West Powelton Drummers and Steppers, aka the Sixer Stickers, and a couple of other groups from Philadelphia that attend the yearly event. Um, and also our DJ that was with us in 2019 has confirmed that he will be attending and DJing. And that's pretty much it.
Wait,
for
we
the
were
parade.
thinking about, so Sokolos had an event last, I think maybe like 2 weeks ago actually, where they put the stage inside the plaza versus the way that we usually have it. First off, they're doing construction on both sides of that corner. They're doing the ramps right now. So I'm not too sure how long it's gonna take them, but they put the stage where we usually keep the candy right in front of there, and it actually gave more of a spacious look for everyone to be able to see. So it's wider versus it being more narrow. So we were thinking of reaching out to Juve or someone who has a smaller stage versus getting the parks department stage, because we can't bring that big stage into the plaza, but we can bring smaller stages and set it up the way that they did for these events. So that's one thing we were thinking about. And I do have photos that I can share with you guys. I think I have like everybody's number here. I can share the photos with you, and you can see how everything was for the parks department stage, the way it's set up versus the way the event that Sokola attended. So
Okay.
Love
One concern that I have, Sokola, is the vendors. Um, the parade is growing, and we have a lot of organizations that are planning on joining us this year. Um, and my thing was, we had a little bit of an issue in 2019 with the buses for the bands. We had gotten permission to close out Tiffany, one side of Tiffany, to park the bands, but no one really respected the rules as far as the parking on the right side. So there was a lot of double parking, and NYPD basically just told us to block the vehicles that were parked illegally, and we just basically blocked them in. So it created a couple of issues there with the bands, and also the vendors on Southern Boulevard and on Westchester Avenue. We had walked with Mir and basically gave them notice, and a lot of them still didn't respect the fact that we had a parade going on, and they still set up. Is there anything that we can do this year to make sure that that stuff doesn't happen again this year?
Price usually before, since we used to walk and they wouldn't set up until after the parade has started.
I walked with Mir, and I also, we spoke, and a few of them had attitudes. They were upset that they were being told to, set up after the parade. One of the ladies, she wasn't happy about it. She basically said, oh, you guys do this every year and it doesn't make any sense, is what she said to me.
It's only once a year, so.
Right. So I think she was just upset that we were doing that. But
the thing is that we would have to go at least an entire month straight, because some people don't go every day. So
yeah,
if we're able to catch them the entire month, like if we start the entire month, like, hey, you guys can't be here, you guys can't be here, you guys can't be
right.
here, versus somebody who just pops up the same day of the event, at least is only one that we have to deal with versus everyone else.
One thing I will say, the taco truck
The way the
respected
city does. When the parade, they shut down the entire street and nobody could set up. And we're not trying to do that. We want them to set up after we have passed. But if we have to go that route,
I was gonna say, can we just go that route?
Yeah, we could.
I would prefer to go that route and just shut it down. Just because of the things that I'm planning on doing, and I want to make sure that I don't have to encounter any issues that day. I will say this, the taco truck or the Mexican truck, they did respect the fact that we were having an event, and they didn't show up until after. So I will, say that.
Yeah, I mean, we could go a month ahead and start talking to them and say that if they don't respect it, then we just won't open for them to set up at all. I don't want to just shut down, but we're going to give them an option. Either you come after this time or you won't be able to set up at all during the days. That's their living too. I completely get it, but we're trying to work with everybody. The city just shuts everything and becomes a frozen zone, and nobody's allowed to set up.
Right.
They're not supposed to be there anyway, so.
Right. That's my point. That was my point. I didn't want to say that, but that was my point. And it's just one day for a few hours.
Zero visibility zone. How about that?
Yeah.
Zero visibility.
Yeah, but then we have to deal with them. Listen, I think honestly, we need to have this parade becoming a lot bigger. Really, that is. We need to sit down with our commanding officer and maybe with higher up with the board and explain that this parade is getting bigger and we're getting more people to see how we could go about it. Because before they were just expecting 300, 400, 500 people. Now we're expecting
thousands.
Yeah. So something to sit down, and maybe I'll sit down with Acevedo and go over the detail of how we could reach out to the borough and sit down with them and have a more intense meeting, the way the Dominican parade does it and the Puerto Rican Day, parade does it too. Because when they have a parade in Grand Concourse, guess what? everything gets shut down.
everything shuts down. Yeah, and my thing is, we do press release, and we did get a lot of media people in 2019, and I can only imagine, what we're gonna get this year, especially coming back. So I just want to be prepared and make sure that we're 100% set up so that we don't have any issues that day, so that everything can just run smoothly and everyone has a good time, and take it from there.
Okay, and another thing is we have a new MTA liaison. So we don't have Jackie anymore. She retired.
Yeah.
So we have to reach out to this person. I suggest if we can do it at least now, so that way they have it on their radar.
I agree.
And he's great. He's actually really easy to get in contact with. I can I'll ask Ralph to see if we can set something up with him and his team, so that way they're aware of the way that we do things, and we
Yeah,
can even
he's
send them
presenting
videos
in
of how we
Echo.
shut things.
He's presenting in Echo next week. Echo's
Okay.
next week, correct?
Yes.
Echo next week. He's presenting in Echo, so we can make sure we make him aware of it then.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
Awesome.
So
All right.
I'll see if I can have the route already ready for him, so that way he knows what to expect.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. I have to go, so I have to wrap this meeting up soon. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm
Hello?
moving on the agenda.
We here.
I'm sorry. I keep losing it. All right. Casita Maria. Do we have any updates on that? I know we were supposed to have a meeting.
With what? I'm sorry.
The Christmas parranda.
No, they haven't got back to us. Did she reach out to you, Sokola, to see if they?
She has emailed me and things like that. It's just been crazy here, but we definitely have to sit down and have a meeting with
Okay.
them.
All right, but they've been reaching out, right? So that's always a good thing. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So we'll just follow up with her.
Any other events? And the
Yes.
SEPCO events?
Yes. We have an event on Saturday, this month, June 19th. We're happy to say that we got the annual Longwood Festival going on Saturday, June 19th. So
Saturday?
Saturday, June 19th. We only found out yesterday, Sokola, that
Oh
we
my
were
God.
able.
I'm going to strangle all of you guys.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna have to have a meeting, Sokola, to go over the logistics, but Sapo gave us the approval yesterday to put the permit in. So it's
So
gonna
we got
be
2 weeks to plan?
we have the fish parade on the 19th. That's the point. And then we have that the board is co-sponsoring this the annual Longwood Festival. So this is gonna be a huge event because we have La India performing.
Oh my God.
So that's Saturday, June 19th. So Cynthia did an excellent job yesterday of, scrambling to put the permit in. So we got the permit approved. We got the
Okay.
fee waived. So we're going to be reaching out to you and your colleagues, Officer Sokola, so we can go over the logistics with the event organizer.
Okay, so I just emailed Cynthia because I know they're gonna ask for it. The safety plan that needs to be committed with submitted for every permit, okay? It only says, yeah, you got it for festival and parades. So make sure we complete that because we have to upload it to the Sapo, okay?
Okay.
Cynthia will send that to the event organizer so we can take it from there. That's not a problem.
Okay, perfect.
So
Oh my God.
that's another event that, Mr. Chair, that just popped up yesterday. Yesterday, I'm going to say like maybe 1 o'clock or something like that. So we did a lot of scrambling to get this permit in time for this.
And this time in June, we haven't some. Dad.
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was talking. I honestly don't know the answer to that. But I'm sure once we sit down with the event organizer, we can figure all of that stuff out.
Okay, so let's set up this meeting ASAP, okay?
Yeah, it should be early next week.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
I think that's it, isn't it? Let me see.
I'm going down the elevator and I'm losing service.
Yeah, well,
Hello?
that's. Hey, Larry, we hear
Hello?
you.
I like
Yeah, we
to
hear you, Larry.
I like to direct the question to Officer Sokola with the back event. Do we have to put a request for permission for that, for a permit? Do we have to
Larry,
do
do
it
you
in
know
writing?
exactly where you're doing it?
In front of the PAL?
Okay. So, well, her thing just went on. I think she got booted off again, but that's something that we can deal with. So, Ralph,
Okay.
he knows
Okay.
it's gonna be. Oh, you see, she's on twice. So it booted you off, right, Sokola?
Yes, it did.
Okay. So, Larry just asked if he has to put in a permit for his event, which will be in front of the PAL, but he knows it's going to be in front of the PAL and he knows the date. So that's something that we can deal with at the community board level.
Yeah, absolutely, Larry. That would be for us as long as we
Okay.
got the date, which we do.
So
for
Larry, I
October
can
23.
I can work on that tomorrow after because today I'm gonna set up for the housing meeting after
Okay.
this.
Thank you.
All right. But I need you need to wake up early tomorrow so we can do this. So be up like at least 9:30 so we can do this.
5 in the
Okay.
morning.
I can do that.
5
Thank
in
you.
the morning.
Okay. I think that's it, right? New business? Hello?
Yeah, there's really no new business, but
There's nothing else on the agenda. This is it.
the
Okay.
only thing that we did want to mention actually was the Al Quiñones co-naming was amazing. We had old board members, old district managers, old let me not
staff.
say old, let's say former
Staff, former
yeah, so it was
DMs.
amazing. Then we have current, like Simone was there. I'm sorry, Dalia Simone was there. We had Sokola was there, Maggie. So we had a nice mix. Yes, Paula. We had a nice mix. Some people knew who he was, some didn't, but it just made me think about him when you guys were talking about people walking with garbage, because Al was that person to pick up the garbage from the park and make sure it was nice and clean. But it was a beautiful event. And yeah, there's pictures up on our Instagram about it and video if you guys are interested in seeing it.
Cynthia, I have something to share. We have an event on Saturday and Sunday. The one on Saturday is going to be on Dawson between Interval and Rogers Place. It's the New York State pop-up concert. Like the one
This Saturday?
This Saturday.
New York State pop-up on Dawson?
On Dawson between Interval and Rogers Place.
Okay.
And then they have another New York pop-up music event at 52 Park on Sunday.
What times?
Oh my God, their time. The actual concert starts at 4:00 in the afternoon. It's really short. It's from 4 to 7.
Okay. Okay. All right. There's no flyer for that?
No, they try not to share flyers because they don't want a big crowd. It's kind of, it defeats the purpose of being a pop-up.
Okay. All right. So we'll pop it up on our Instagram.
That's right, pop it up.
I'll do a little notice for it.
Cynthia, when you have a chance, when you have a chance, just send me, because the permit for June 19th for the Lone Wolf Festival still doesn't show up in my queue. So if you have a copy of it, can you just email it to me so I can start working on the details
We have
today?
the event ID number too. So we can just give you the event ID number. That should be fine. I'm
Thank you.
gonna text it to you right now, Sokola. Cynthia did a good job yesterday. She texted to me, so I'm gonna
Cynthia,
text it to you.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay.
All right, well, that's it for now. Um,
All righty.
a
Thank you,
second.
everyone.
Wait, I'm sorry, Ralph. Do you think we have enough time to order more care packages, like those student packages? It's June 2nd. If we order it either today or tomorrow, and we can use it for all of these events that are coming up.
I know Larry and Polar are amongst V, but we have 2 executive officers. We should have that conversation with the executive officers, Cynthia, because I don't want to start ordering stuff without, I want to be transparent when it comes to that.
All right, so
So
can
let's
we
have the
schedule
conversation
something
like
for
that.
at least tomorrow or Friday? Because then at least we have, because being that it is a long month, we can actually get it in time before the fiscal year ends, and then we will be able to do all of these events.
Yeah, we'll discuss that. That's not a problem.
Okay. All right, I think that's it.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess it's a wrap.
Does anyone else, well, did anyone else have any announcements or want to say anything that they're on? Okay, going once, going twice.
So,
Yeah. So we will see you guys pretty
Well,
soon, actually.
I have an announcement, while
Go
we're all
ahead.
still here. I'm sorry, V, but this will technically be the last special events committee meeting for this session because we're not meeting until September. So there might be a point in time when we might have to reach out to this body like during the summer if anything presents itself. But I just want to acknowledge that and make sure everyone is aware of that. So
Oh, you know what? Let me jump on your announcement band right now. So for anyone interested, they have free rowing on Saturdays in Hunts Point Riverside Park. It's a beautiful thing to do if you are just around with your grandkids, your kids, just do it by yourself. But they take you out on the rowboat with a staff, and you'll have a really nice time at that little park there. That's it. All right, so we'll see you guys. And if you have any questions, just email us. Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Bye.
Larry, early tomorrow.
I
Have
know,
a
like
good
9:30, right?
day, everyone.
Perfect. All right. That's
All right.
perfect. I'll see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow.